Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Story Time. I am super excited for this chapter. I actually get to start building some stuff that I enjoy building, and that is some buildings. I've got a farm to build and a house to build. I don't know which one I'll concentrate on this chapter, but you know, while you guys were gone, I just started to I'll show you right here. I just started to kind of block out the foundation of like where this is going to be the house over here. And I know it's kind of hard to imaginate at the moment. These couple blocks signify like the chimney and maybe a little porch that wraps around it. You'll see. Don't worry about it. But like I said, I'm not sure where I'm going to focus today. One thing I want to do is the world generation. You've got this river that runs, this is where our ship was wrecked down there, and you have this river that runs all the way around here. Well, at least it's supposed to, and it goes all the way up here to where the village is, but it's not connected around this backside, and I'll show you that. Last episode we finished up the meadow and we started growifying our sheep and stuff like that for the farmer. And now it's time to kind of connect all that. Now that we've got, now that we've got the meadow started, I'm growing a little bit of the acacia wood for the red of the barn. How smart am I? I am super smart. But, now it's time to start connecting that into the buildings and whatnot, and really getting that immersion that we like in Minecraft when we can kind of see things and feel like we're part of something, But over here you can see how the river stops. There's this section through here that's got some weird generation and stuff like that, and it separates the plain biome from the desert biome, but there's no water right here. So, first thing I want to do is get in through here and removeify, and a little bit of this cave. This looks funny, and just kind of fix this up so that it makes more sense. So I'm going to dig through some of that stuff, and also get started on the framework, the wire frames for these buildings. And get those things put up, and we'll be right back at you in the turn of a page. Well, right there, gang. I'm digging out the rest of this stinking stuff. Man, there's a lot of digging. I still got to fill it in with water. This terrain was a little bit worse than I thought it was. Hello, sheep. You stink. Alright. Water it. Well, that didn't work very good at all, now did it? Well, anyways, so I've chosen to do the house first. I think I'll do house before I do the barn over here. So I've got a little bit of a framework up here for the house, and it's just out of dit. So there's going to be a chimney on the side, and these cobble here represent watch out for the hole, represent like a wraparound porch. And then on this side there's a single level, I'm thinking maybe kitchen or so, and then this dual level here, walk-in fireplace, maybe some stairs going up to a couple bedrooms, and then, yeah, like I said, kitchen. So that's the idea. Right now I'm looking at some colors for the color palette of the colors that we're gonna use. And I'm not really sure. I'm thinking they're farmers, so they're kind of, they don't have a whole lot of moolah. They're not rolling in the dough, if you know what I'm trying to say. So I'm thinking the foundation out of cobble, and not just because I have a lot of it, but if they're a little bit more poor, they would be using cobble. Also, when I build, a lot of times I do a foundation, so that'll be the foundation right there, and that's not as high as the floor will be. The floor will be actually higher than that. For example, if you ever walked into somebody's house, normally you walk upstairs. The house isn't normally the same level as the ground is. That doesn't make any sense. So like, the actual level of the ground would be here, and I would do it on I'll do it on half slabs. Like that, so I can make a better use of the wood. So that would be ground level here. And then you'd have some stairs, you know, going up to the porch and then going into the house. But you know, this is the framework right here, and I'm gonna start plugging away at the colors and stuff. I think because I'd like it to be a little lighter, I'm thinking about going, and you saw that I was going with the birch. I'd like to incorporate the logs if I can, either this way or straight up and down. The up and down kind of gives you this up and down line. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be hard to work with. I've also got these. You know, I don't know exactly how I want to do it. I want it to be lighter colored, and then using some darker wood for the roof and stuff like that. So I may do, you know, I may do oak, or I may actually run off to a roofed forest and try to get some dark oak to use. I don't know how far away that would be, or maybe even use some spruce. So I don't know, it could always be changed. You know, you guys see this video and you say, you know, you should have made it out of this. Let me know in the comments and tell me what I should have used, and then I could always change it. Maybe I do want to do some maybe a thing on the front porch and some pillars. I don't know. But I'm gonna get back to that. Also, rocks, little buttons, rocks on the ground. I think they add some detail. I think they're very cool. Like over here, you know, you've got some rocks and stuff. I think that adds a little bit. I'm not so sure I want to use these stones, but that's like a big rock. But I don't know if I want to use cobble either. Maybe if I would use. Ooh, wait a second. Ooh, wait a moment in time. A moment in time and space. What if I did this and the cobble? Yeah, like that. It's a little like outcropping of rocks and such. I kind of like that. And it's not like strictly on the path, but like you could have one over here, because you know, in the woods and in the ground there can be rocks. So I could do that and then put a button like beside it. Give me a button. I want a button. Boop. Button. Kind of adds a neat little thing. I like it. Cool. All right, guys. I'm gonna get back to it, and we'll be right back at you in the turn of a page. Crap. Oh, jeezer. Look at this, guys. So, I was doing a lot of work, making some great progress on this here house, and then I was fiddling with something silly with this fire pit, and it caught the house on fire and burnt most of it to the ground. So, well, that stinks. I got to go back through and rebuild a whole bunch, but I figured I would jump on and talk a bit about what I was doing before I rebuild. So far, you know, I like the wraparound porch idea. The idea behind the house is that these are like kind of poor farmers, and I don't know, I'm gonna have to sleep and I can't even get to my bed, but they're kind of poor farmers, and the house is a little bit run down, and to give it a little texture, I've thrown in these like steps every once in a while to kind of give it a little bit of texture. I use these as like shutters and stuff. I mean, I think overall the house was starting to. I gotta sleep or I'm in a day. I have to get rid of all my stuff. All my stuff. All right, so hold on a second. I'm gonna get this stuff in here, and because I can't go up the stairs no longer exist because it's all burnt down to the ground. Can I sneak in here? Perfect. Nice. Oh, good morning. What happened? I really liked the fire pit. I think I've got some good things going. It's a lot like the fire pit that I used in the cave. and I'll go through how I'm making it once I get it finished. But it wasn't this fire. This fire here doesn't actually spread or hurt you. It was the lava source block that is that's down there. I wasn't, my measurements weren't correct, and I had put wood a little bit too close to that lava block, and that is what caught the house on fire. This actually doesn't, and it's the reason why I wanted to kind of use this, and I think I'm going to be able to come up with something pretty cool with that. But I use that because it won't catch the house on fire, and you can put wood quite a bit closer to it, but you still have to be careful of that larva block. So that is very crucial. But yeah, I'm gonna redo the chimney and stuff, and I'm gonna kind of put this whole thing back together, finish off the roof. I put a little bit of different color on the roof with making it like the shade from the roof above. I think it looks pretty cool. Also, let me get back up there again by adding some stairs to the roof as well. Come on, guy, climb, jump stack elevator. Come on. Poopy. I'm not very good at the Minecraft. And there was a block behind that. I think it made it burn up. But kind of like this, by putting the stairs in occasionally, you can really add some texture to it, and also make it look like it's a little run down. It's not so perfect, like, even though this is burn up, but this stuff here wasn't. Like those little things, I think they really do add. And you saw a picture just a moment ago, and it kind of shows it off a little bit better. But I'm going to get back to it, guys, and I'm going to finish up the whole house so that when I come back, we're going to do some touches on the interior, and that'll be that. So we will see you in the turn of a page. It happened again, no. It burned down more of my house. Crap. Coffee. Well, righty, guys. Look at this. It is the most beautiful of beauteous houses ever. Ooh, load me, chunks. Alright, guys, look at this. I think I have done everything I needed to do. The house, it is looking really good. It's very run down and old style. I added some neat touches with, like, you know, the shutters and stuff, and I rebuilt after the fire. The chimney I did a little bit ago. I put a little, whoops, get out of there, block. You're stopping my view. I put a little bit of iron bars in there. It's like a little screen for the top of the chimney. I think that's really cool. I'll have to wait on finding a abandoned mine to get some cobweb for the, I think a lot of people use cobweb. I guess I could potentially use white stained glass. Let's try that real quick. Maybe it'll not be real quick, but let's try it. Okay, so because I've got lots of this bone meal stuff. So I've got that, and I've got glass. And I think that's how you make white stained glass. I'm pretty sure. I didn't grab it. I'm so dumb. Alright, grab that. Put that in there like that. Put this in here like that. Circle that like that, and do that and like that. Alright, there's a lot of it. Totally. Totes lots. Alright, let's get over here. Alright, a little bit of dirt scaffolding for you guys. Scaffold my dirt. Jump stack elevator. Most efficient elevator in Minecraft ever. Perfect every time. Won't break. Nice. Alright, so I don't know about that. Just kind of pouring out there a little bit. I should probably add a little bit more. This is what you get when you get me building on camera. It's never good. Never good. Alright, that, and then maybe a little bit over like this, and like that. Okay, so that's in the one spot. Let's go over here, and I'm going to fall. I can't reach it. Maybe I'll just do it here for now. And jump. Nice. And maybe there. And we'll go one underneath that when I get a chance. I hope I don't fall and die to my death. Nice. I don't. I might do the white glass, and then I don't have to worry about trying to find. This is not too bad there. Because I want it to be able to spill out both sides. And I got to come underneath. Yeah, like a this, like a so, like a this, like that. Let's look at it. I can always adjust it later. Perfect, perfect. Die dirt. Oh no, creepers. They're going in the house. Dang it! Oh no! It is time for battle. I'm going to kill them all. Hey, creepy. Poke out your head. Oh no. Don't light the house on fire. If that lights the house on fire, I'll be really upset. Alright, I better stop this. Oh crap. So one thing I wanted to show you guys, and I think it's pretty cool, is these candles in the windows. That smoke looks good. I need, whoa. Who do? You do. Aha. My bow is so stinking amazing. It needs more smoke, but that smoke looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'll adjust it a bit, but I think that'll work. I'll have to maybe mix it with some of the cobweb as well. I gotta sleep, get rid of these creeping mobs stinking around my stuff. Boop-dee. Alright. Yummy. Okay, so upstairs we have the bedrooms. They're very simple. I haven't done any like interior stuff there yet. Down here, very little. Chair. I do really like the way the fire pit turned out with this new fire. You've got like some coal dust, like some of the ashes and stuff. Some of the iron for the door for like around the fire. You know, it's not the most perfect design, but it's pretty darn cool. It's smaller than a lot of the fire pits that people make. And I was thinking about maybe trying to do some other adjustments. I'm going to work on some ideas because this is a really fun, you know, design to work with. So we'll see if I can come up with anything different. But for now, that is definitely what I'm using. And like I said, I don't know. I think that the glass is actually pretty good for smoke. It needs a little bit more of it, and it needs to go up higher. The fact that it's just there is, you know, it needs to kind of be thicker here and then get thinner and farther in between as it goes up. So, but other than that, that is really cool. But I've named the family here. My wife came up with this name, Dahlstrom. Sounds very old-fashioned. They're the Dahlstroms. They're the shepherd and the seamstress from the town. This is like the poor town. So not everybody's got a lot of moolah. So their houses are not going to be the best, a little run down. But I think it's really going to take shape when I put the farm in. So next episode, we'll be working on, next chapter, rather. I'm going to get the hang of calling it a chapter eventually. I promise. Will be about building the farm. And the barn will have, like, an area for them to shear the sheep. And then I've got this little other area over here that's going to be where she maybe does her sewing and have a little sewing room here. And then also a little bit of the other animals, maybe a pig or two out back here, and then a little chicken coop, because a lot of times, like back in the day, farmers were self-sustaining. They didn't just have, they'll have more sheep than anything else because that's what they kind of sell, but they'll have a cow for milk and chickens to eat and stuff. So the farm would be put together later, and it'll give a little bit more story to them. But I feel like we, found some sheep and made our way into the meadow to try to find food. But then once we saw the farmhouse and the barn, we've worked our way towards them, met the farmers. We don't know anything about them yet. They could be good, they could be evil. I did put a little root cellar over here. You never know. Maybe this is where they hide the dead bodies. I don't know. So we can decide who the Dahlstroms are and whether they're good or bad. But when we come here, they're not mean to us to begin with. We are able to kind of seek shelter. I ran off and got some horses because they are our link to the city, the town over here. Because either by boat they ship their wool to the town, or I've got the horses because I think what I'm going to do is I want to finish this path, and then maybe over here I'm going to build a wagon. And so you stay with them for a day or two, and then on the next shipment of wool into the town, they give you a ride into town, and our story will continue from there. So I think that's really good. We've made some great progress, on the house. I think as a whole, the house is pretty much done. I'll do some little bit more fine tuning, but then next episode be working on the barn. So, I hope so very much that you've enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed making it, but we may never know where the story will take us. But one thing's for sure, I'll be back. Ooh, it does,